A strong image usually looks simple until you see what it actually took to make it happen, especially the ones on the bike, as it's not too easy to shoot them. And the truth is that there's actually more behind it than I imagined before I was doing it. Timing, light, the right people, and usually more tries than it looks in the final frame. I wish it wasn't so, but I guess it's like with everything in life. All great things need effort. And today's video is happening because in the paid shoots where it's for brands and it's a tight schedule, it's hard to take you along. So 1 month ago I met with Tim and David. Tim is the founder of a branding studio dedicated to sustainable mobility, which is a lot of cycling. And David is a professional photographer and director that stands for the sweet spot between art and advertising and commercial. And we met together in Cape Town, so we thought, why not create something together? We actually took a lot of behind the scenes to show what it needs to get a good cycling picture without the pressure of a certain outcome. And Lucas also joined to shoot some behind the scenes content. But even though we had no pressure, why they wanted to start before Thix, you don't have to ask me. Good morning, guys. It is 5:30. Let's start the day. So we got the bike rigged today, so we are a bit quicker coming from location to location. It's still quite cold, windy, very dark. But yeah, first location now is going to be Misty Cliffs. We aim for like a pre-ride mood with some lights on the bike. Bike is ready. Man, it's just beautiful. Wow, beautiful morning so far. Alright, first part already done, which is the misty morning part we shot today. So we're shooting like in 3 sequences. First one is like the pre-ride thing, then now we do like the mid-ride part, and then we do a little after studio thing in the garage. Already 7:30, and so now we move a little further up to the Cape Point kind of streets to have a little switch up the scenery. It's like a good interval training today because you never ride chill for the camera, you always ride full throttle or you have a break. So it's like always going on cold legs. I try to not injure myself. Curious about the red hots. Could need a coffee break, to be honest. But we think one more scene outside here and then we switch it up to the studio. in.
When you're running out of juice, plug me in and cut me loose. I know exactly what to do. You can count on me. Chemical reaction starts.
It's too windy outside to build the backdrop here because we are trying to build like a little studio where we do like a portrait shoot with the red background, which started with having and using red flashlight in the morning, now having the red backdrop to have like a kind of color going through the day. Close to 1 p.m. So yeah, have been shooting, and now that's the last part of the day. We finish it up with that. And yeah, one of the things I keep remembering, and now today is good reminders again, is that when you're in a creative space, you need to collaborate, man. I get inspired, they get inspired, we all use our networks, our reach, and maybe in the future, even though today is a free project, it's going to be like one of each other having a brand, and then we reconnect from today because now we know how the other person is working. So when you're in the creative space, I think collaborating is just something you should think of and just do, man. It's fun. Now let's shoot some studio. I'm not 100% comfortable with it, as this is not now riding. I mean, I like riding a bike, I know how to look on it, but now in the studio it's more like myself as a person. So let's see how we'll get it done. I hope the boys are happy with me today.
On and on to infinity, baby. Good chemistry, living it up with the love that you're giving me. Good synchronicity, fire me up on your AA battery, 100 degrees, and I'm ready to go all night. Number 5, feeling
Okay, we're done for today. That was my favorite part of the shoot, the studio thing, because all the other things like shooting while riding I did already, but this was new to me. Shooting bike stuff in the studio, I think, is quite uncommon. Alright guys, I'm doing the outro where I did the intro. Just a month reflecting after this day, because I want to do the video actually. And yesterday we did a podcast where we talked about that project, which is on Tim's podcast channel called Adlibs Movement. You know, sometimes days like this are valuable far beyond the final images, because you never know where these new connections lead you to in the future. And even though you never see them again, it will still be valuable. Because when the taste is right, the energy, everyone involved sees the things in a similar way. Something happens creatively that is hard to force. You leave with good photos, of course, but you leave also with a lot of inspiration and a better feeling for what's possible. And I think that's a part I enjoy most. I mean, just, you know, I've spent hours in this garage, but what David, just because of his year-long experience in studio photography, did just with not even a big light setup. Basically it was Tim holding a mirror into my face in my garage. That's what amazes me. And that of course makes me ask myself how much room I still have to grow as a creative. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you could get something out of it by just following along. Let me know which shot was your favorite. Mine are definitely the ones in the studio or in the garage. I'm actually curious which one stayed the most with you. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one. Take care.